divided by s squared plus 1. That's in f of s. الكلام ده هيساوي اقدر اشيل دول مع بعض، هيفضل عندي اس سكوير بلس الاس بلس 1 كله divided by s to the power of 3. يعني اذا دي معناها ان انت عندك هنا 1 over s بعدين plus 1 over s سكوير بعدين عندك 1 over s to the power of 3. علشان اقدر ان انا اجيب inverse transform خليني اعمل الاتي ده كده بلس، خليني to multiply by 2 وديفايد by 2. يبقى اذا هنا لو بعمل inverse transform f of t 1 over s الانفرس ترانسفورم بتاعها 1 over s سكوير ترانسفورم بتاعها الانفرس ترانسفورم بيساوي t. بعدين الجزء اللي بعديها هيبقى بلس ادى هاف تايمز t to the power of 2 وقعد خلصت المسألة. يبقى انا كده succeeded in gaining the value of f of t. See, we have to take a transform for each side, of each part, each term of this function, and it's easily and come nicely to the required form of f. The fourth, this is actually was the third question. With the fourth question, just a second, let me see if I wrote the marking sheet for this. I believe it was 6th grade, something I really don't remember, but as you can see here the steps, if you try to write it down as I show you, so you will gain grades about getting the inverse, the transform for each term. Then once you try to simplify this part, of course you will have a grade for this. Once you try to separate f of s, the unknown function on one side and the remaining of the s variables to the other side, you will gain another grade. And once you succeeded in getting the inverse, you will get the full grade. Okay? Question number 4 was about the Fourier transform. When I hear a question number 4, get sketch first of all the given function. Given function can بتقول f of x و f of x دي المفروض انها يا اما x يا اما بار. يبقى f of x بتاعتك يا اما x يا اما بار. x while x is greater than 0 و less than pi وبتساوي باي once ان الاكس بتاعتك greater than باي و less than 2 باي. اوكي سكتش الفانكشن بعدين show that ان الاكسبانشن بتاعك الكلام ده بيساوي 3 باي over 4 minus 2 over باي اكتب positive 2 over باي. افتح البراكت بتاعك ده عباره عن كوزاين x plus 1 over 3 to the power of 2 كوزاين 2x بلا بلا بلا. الكلام ده ماينس افتح براكت بيتكلم على ساين x plus half of ساين 2x plus بلا 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 وهكذا. Bottom line, get Fourier transform with this function and sketch the function. First of all, I will have to sketch this function وهو قايل لي in the period x did than or equal 4 pi و greater than or equal negative 4 pi. ده الشكل بتاع الاكس اكسس بتاعي. يبقى ده الاكس اكسس وده هنا عندي الواي اكسس. بيقول ايه؟ y will equal to x ده from where to where؟ when y x is greater than 0 وليتر bar. يبقى انا هروح لو 0 يساوي 0 so it's gonna be 0 up to bar. هذا الشكل بتاع الفانكشن بتاعي ده عندي. بعدين بيقول لي from الباي to 2 باي لغايه لما توصل ل 2 باي الفانكشن بتاعتك بتساوي باي، الفانكشن بتاعتك ادي المين بيريود بتاعتي. طيب انا عايز بقى هنا الاقي فيه 3 باي والاقي هنا فيه 4 باي، وطبعا هلاقي يعمل لي فيه نيجاتيف باي، نيجاتيف 2 باي، نيجاتيف 3 باي، وانا لو مليت كده هلاقي عندي هنا نيجاتيف 4 باي. طيب لو I want to repeat it يبقى إذا from 2 pi to 3 pi this is going to be the function. From 3 pi to 4 pi this is going to be the function. Simply like أكني باخد it's exactly like taking a copy and paste. From here it's going to be like this, then like that. Okay. Constant function, then y equal to x. This is going to be the sketch of the function that we intended to have. Is it even or not? Okay, try to look at it. Is it an even function or an odd function? Of course, it is not even, not odd function. فهنا لازم احسب ال A0 وال AM وال BN. Let's write down Fourier transform. Fourier transform can do ايه؟ كان بيقول f of x الكلام ده بيساوي A0 divided by 2 plus the sum بتاعي from n equal 1 up to infinity for an cosine n by x over L الكلام ده plus ال bn times sine n by x over L. طب ال L دي عبارة عن ايه؟ ال L دي عبارة عن half period. Since 2L equal to pi, the main period, this will develop in L بيساوي pi. اقدر دلوقتي اروح اجيب مين؟ اجيب الفاليو اوف A0. طب ال A0 ده بيساوي ايه؟ بيساوي 1 over L integrate from 0 to 2L for the function اللي هي اسمها f of x. يعني it's gonna be 1 over pi integration from 0 up to 2 pi for f of x dx. Unfortunately, f of x is expressed through the 2 pi by 2 functions. So this integration will have to divide it into 2 parts. يبقى إذا الكلام ده يساوي 1 over pi integrate from 0 up to pi. The first part is y equal to x dx, then plus 1 over pi integration from pi to 2 pi, والfunction بتاعتي is going to be pi times dx. See, from 0 to pi, function equal y, your function will be y equal to x. In this period, y will equal to pi. بعدين هبدأ أعمل الانتجريشن بتاعي عادي خالص مفيش مشاكل whatsoever. يعني إذا الكلام ده هيساوي، خلي بالك من ده، لما أعمل انتجريشن ده هيبقى 1 over pi. Integrating x is going to be x squared divided by 2. Then I will replace x by y, then 0. The other part is going to be plus 1. And you will have x. This is the integration. And it will be running from 2 pi and the pi. Let's start substituting. So you will have pi squared over 2 times 1 over pi. So you will have pi over 2. This part, once you start your substitution, it's going to be pi squared over 2 times 1 over pi. So it will tend to pi over 2. The other part will be 2 pi minus pi. ده هيبقى pi. لما اجي اجمعهم مع بعض so they will come up to 3 pi over 2. يعني اذا الترم ده دلوقتي اقدر to replace it by 3 pi over 2 يبقى over 4. Okay, 3 pi over 4. Okay, correct. Expansion بتاعي ادي f of x والاكسبانشن بتاعي الجزء الثاني مظبوط فيه. يبقى اذا ده كده مظبوط. طيب عايز احسب ال AN. ال AN سهل جدا. عشان اروح احسب الاي ان. عشان احسب الاي ان العمليه ببساطه نفس اللي فوق بالظبط، يبقى اي ان بيساوي I will take this part. So it's gonna be 1 over by integrate. Integration بتاعك it will run from 0 up to by وهيبقى عندي x times cosine n x cosine n by x over by يعني n by x over by so it's gonna be cosine nx بعدين plus still أنا عندي 1 over by the integration from by up to 2 by for the function by times cosine nx dx. All I had to do is write here I will write cosine nx will by هيبقى times cosine nx زي ما انتم شايفين. خليني to clear the screen and I will try to finish with the an. Bn will be the same, but instead of having cosine nx, if I want to evaluate Pn, لو أنا عايز أجيب Pn الكلام ده هيبقى 1 over pi same integration, but this is gonna be sin nx. ونفس الكلام بس ده هيبقى sin nx. تعالوا عشان أكمل لك الجزء ده تعالوا نبص عليه بالشكل ده كده. بص let me clear this part. Okay. يبقى كده التكامل بتاعي هيبقى شكله عامل ازاي؟ انا هروح اجيب الاي ان، ده الاي ان هيساوي 1 over 1. بعدين I want to integrate from 0 to pi. The function is x والكلام ده times cosine nx with respect to x. بعدين plus pi 1 over pi they will cancel each other. Integration from pi up to 2 pi for cosine nx times dx. Of course, this part will be integration by parts. Or to integrate by parts as the scheme that we spoke about previously. أنا هقول إن أنا عندي هنا x وعندي هنا cosine nx. The x derivative بتاعها is going to be 1 cosine x. Once you differentiate it, integrated, it's going to be sine nx divided by n. Integrated once more, so it's going to be negative cosine nx divided by n squared. I will multiply these two parts together, and I will multiply these two parts with a negative sign, as you can see. تعالوا بقى نعمل substitution بتاعنا. الكلام ده هيساوي 1 over pi. افتح bracket. هبدأ أضرب x times sin nx. So this is going to be x times sin nx والكلام ده divided by n. بعدين negative times negative, so it's going to be positive for the value of cosine nx divided by n squared. Then I will make the substitution from 0 up to pi. Then plus I will integrate cosine nx, which is going to be sine nx divided by n. Then I will make the substitution from 2 pi up to pi. If we try to substitute by pi, لو أنا حبيت أحط pi, this is going to be pi times sine n pi, which is going to be 0. Once you start substituting by 0, x is equal to 0 and sine nx equal to 0, so this part is going to be cancelled. Remaining for the other part of sine nx divided by n, also it will be cancelled because once you try to substitute instead of x by 2y, so it's going to be sine 2nx, which is going to be 0. If you try to also substitute by n, sine n by is going to be 0, so this part is going to be 0. That will leave us just only with the part with the cosine, so it's going to be 1 divided by pi n squared, and we will have cosine nx, and I will make the substitutions from pi to 0, يبقى ده هيديني 1 over n squared pi, افتح bracket, it's going to be cosine n pi minus cosine 0, which can be written on the form an. هيبقى الكلام ده بيساوي 1 divided by n squared cosine n by, which is simply negative 1 to the power of n minus 1. خلاص انا كده جبت الفورم بتاعت ال an بتاعتي بالشكل ده كده. يبقى الجزء بتاع فورير اللي فيه an انا حسبته. In a similar manner هعمل نفس الكلام، بس I will replace this part by sine nx, and I will replace this part by sine nx. Same integration, everything. I will get the value of b, then you will get the expansion. I will try to take a copy from this and I will share it. Okay يا شباب؟ يبقى إذا ده الاكسبانشن بتاعي، مفيش أي مشكلة whatsoever. عملت الاي نود، جبت الاي ال، البي ان in a similar manner، مش هتلاقي عندك مشاكل whatsoever. دي كانت المسألة بتاعت فورير، مش عايز تضيع فيها وقت أكتر من كده. كده المسألة بتاعتك جميلة جدا. برضه من اوكي تمام، واضح؟ تمام، بيرفكت. برضه من المسائل الكويسة قوي بيقول this is the first question، بيقول using the application of Simpson's method to obtain an approximate solution for the initial value problem. يقول لك show Simpson rule application to solve the initial value problem. مدينة البروبلم بتاعتك y dash plus 6y minus y equal to 0 through the interval. وانت عارف ان y at 0 equal 2، وكمان انت عارف ان x is greater than 0 let them equal 1. consider ان h اللي انت بتتكلم عليها بتساوي 0.1 اللي بتستخدمها، وهو عايز يثبت انه after the application y plus 1 it's gonna equal to 1 plus 2/3 of y minus 1 minus y or something شيء من هذا. ازاي اقدر؟ اول حاجه هعملها علشان solve this problem I will try to get y dash on one side. يبقى y dash will equal to انت عندك 6y minus 6 just a second. ده 6. Try to get y dash on one side. يبقى y dash الكلام ده I will move those parts to the other side. So it's going to be 6 minus 6y, which leads to y dash will equal to 6 times 1 minus y. This is the y dash. طيب I want to get y. Okay, integrate both sides. So I will start to integrate y dash with respect to y, starting from x I minus 1 up to x I plus 1. الكلام ده هيساوي on the other side the integration exactly the same from x of I minus 1 to xi plus 1. This is for the function of 6, 1 minus y of x. الكلام ده with respect to the x. I'm sorry, this is also an integration with respect to the x since we are integrating y dash. أول ما أنا أكمل الجزء ده once you integrate y dash, so it's gonna be y and it is running from xi plus 1 to x of I minus 1. الكلام ده يساوي 6 دي أنا أقدر أخدها بره. هنا from this I will start to apply Simpson rule on the interval of xi plus 1. هنا xi minus 1 element, it's going to be xi. This is actually standing for f of a, this is going to be f of b, and this is for f of a plus b divided 2, or xi بيساوي xi minus 1 plus h, which is the odd point. According to Simpson rules, this is going to be 6 times h divided by 3, open a bracket, find the value of the function at xi minus 1, then plus 4 of the value of your function at xi plus the value of your function at xi plus 1. This is Simpson rules, states that once you start substituting, you will have the value of y at I plus 1 minus y of I minus 1 at x of I minus 1, which is going to equal to 2 times h. So I can say this value will equal to 0.2 after substituting. افتح bracket بتاعك يبقى ده بيساوي 0.2. الفانكشن بتاعتي هي دي f of x. ده اللي بيطلق عليه f of x. هبدا اشيل كل x واحط الفاليوز. يبقى انا دلوقتي عندي 6. اوكي انا خرجت 6 بره، I'm sorry. يبقى انا دلوقتي هيبقى عندي ايه؟ يبقى عندي 1 minus y at xi minus 1 يعني yi minus 1. الكلام ده plus 4 of 1 minus y at I at x equal I, then plus 1 minus y at I plus 1. كده انا عملت الابلكيشن بتاعي. يعني اذا الكلام ده هيساوي this is y I plus 1 minus y I minus 1. This is gonna be 0.2 open the bracket, 1 plus 4 plus 1, so it's going to be 6. Then I have negative y I minus 1 plus 4, I'm sorry, minus 4 of yi minus yi plus 1. This is going to be the bracket. Okay. I will try to clear the area, the above area. I will leave this one just to check our solution. يبقى إذا ده لو أنا حبيت أكتبه تاني هيبقى عندي كده y بتاع I plus 1 minus y I minus 1. It's going to equal to 1.2. Then we have minus 1.2 y I minus 1. Then minus 0.2 times 4, so it's going to be 0.8. It's going to be 0.2. This is going to be negative 0.8, 0.2 times. This is yi, minus 0.2 minus yi, minus 4.2 yi plus 1. Let's see. I can take this one and remove it to the left hand side. Negative yi minus 1 I will bring it to this side. يبقى الشكل هيبقى عامل ازاي؟ يبقى عندك ادي y plus 1. Once you move this to the other one, to the other side, so it's going to be 0.2 times yi plus 1 equal 1.2 for this value. Negative 1 it will go to the other side, so it's going to be positive yi minus 1. Negative 0.2 minus 4.2 y at I minus 1. And still I have minus 0.8 of yi. Both of this together, it will come up to 1.2 yi plus 1, which is going to equal to 1.2. From these two parts, I can find 0.8, which is going to be a common from yi minus 1 minus yi in this manner. Okay. Divide both sides on 1.2, يبقى yi plus 1, الكلام ده will equal to 1 plus 0.8 divided by 1.2, الكلام ده yi minus 1 minus yi. خلي بالك ان take care of that. 0.8 divided by 1.2, we can, if we divide by 0.4, so it's going to be 2/3. يعني اقدر اشيل ده واكتب مكانه 2/3. It's going to be 2/3. While this is the required proof for this problem. I hope it's clear for you. This was the final problem in the previous exam. I hope it's clear and I hope everything is fine for you. Thank you very much. I've enjoyed being with you today. I hope the main questions was very clear and direct for you. شباب من فضلك ذاكر كويس جدا ورتب نفسك لأن الامتحان بتاعك هيجي مرتب بيتضمن كل الأشياء اللي احنا شفناها مع بعض من أول الجزء بتاع الفطير للجزء ده. في عندك كمان جزء ظريف جدا على probability distribution وعلى الجزء بتاع probability table ده برضه involved معاك في الفاينل exam. So I hope you the best of luck and wish to see you all. If you have any questions, please feel free to communicate with me through Canvas or through the mail. Thank you and enjoy your wonderful day. Thank you. Bye bye.